Hi kings, queens, and in-betweens, and welcome back to my channel. Today is the first day of school, but technically it's not because today is Martin Luther King Day, but it's technically the first day of school because we're not taking any breaks this year, or this semester, you know, so it's the first day of school today, and I'm going to go study with my friend at the health science campus, but first I want to get me some coffee because it's too early and it's too cold. And I'm going to get me maybe a croissant or something from Dunkin'. And I'll see y'all when I get there.
Thank you for choosing Dunkin'.
Hi, can I please get a medium French vanilla iced coffee with 4 creams and 4 sugars? And then also a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant, please.
Alright, anything else for you today?
That's all.
Okay, 651.
Thank you.
Thank you.
651, how are you?
Good, how are you? Sorry. Thank you. Alright, thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you, you too. I'm hoping y'all didn't hear me order iced coffee after saying that I'm cold, but that's my business, so. Welcome back to my mukbang. So today we have some iced coffee. Isn't that right, Isaiah? Let's taste it. You got that link it on my hand. So the time is now 2 o'clock. We got here at 9:30, and now we are parting ways just to go back and study later on. You can't see that I'm smiling though. I have to go pick up some textbooks from the other campus, and then I'm going to study some more. So now we are on main campus. I have to buy a textbook from a girl, and then I have to pick up my clinical skills textbook from Dowdy, or I guess the student store. So I'm back home now. I got my skills booklet from the bookstore. Then I met this girl and got 2 books from her. So let me tell you what I got today. So I have this Pathophysiology book I got from the girl. And then I have my health assessment book. And she was so sweet. She gave me some tips on how to use the book and how to study with it and what to expect on the exams. And yeah, and I love her because she was just so sweet. Then I also picked up some stuff for some tacos tonight for dinner. And at 6 o'clock, I have to meet another girl to get my clinical skills booklet from her. So I'm going to study until then, maybe until 5:30, and then come back, cook dinner, probably study some more. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's late right now. It's 11 o'clock right now, and I got behind. I was cooking, cleaning up the kitchen, talking to my family, talking to another girl in the program, trying to figure out what we're going to do for classes and what is due for classes and what we need. And then on top of that, I had to pick up my book. So I got my 3rd textbook that I needed. I have all my textbooks. I have a drug book coming tomorrow from Amazon, and that's going to be in my nursing school haul video, which you're going to see before this. And so my plan was to watch all my lecture videos on Monday and then go back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for one certain class and study that one class the whole day, but refresh on the other classes that same day, take 20 minutes to refresh on other classes or something like that. But that didn't happen today. But I mean, I'm still going to try to watch the rest of my lecture videos because I do want to have a set schedule, but I don't know if that's going to work because this is just my first day. It's not even my first day yet. It's still a holiday. We're still on break right now. But it's still a Monday. Classes start tomorrow. And that's what I want to do. But it's still the first week, so I don't know if that's how my schedule is going to be. I'm still trying to like see what I want to do, how I want to do it, how I want to study. So we're still working on that part. Good morning. It is 9 a.m. and I have a library orientation to go to. And then I have the rest of the day to finish watching my lecture videos and then start working on one class. So I'm preparing with a mug of, it's hot chocolate. Though it's hot. And then I have a muffin that I warmed up, a blueberry muffin. So I'm about to watch this orientation for about 3 hours and then get back to work. So it's now 12 o'clock. I just got out of the orientation and the plan now is to watch the rest of my lecture videos and hopefully break down my notes for care provider properly. That's my first class to tackle, maybe. And then I'll see what goes from there. So I could not finish my lectures yesterday because I was watching the same slide about 5 times because I just could not understand what was being said and it was just like going in one ear out the other, and I knew it was time for me to go to bed. And also I forgot to mention that since yesterday was a holiday and today is the first day of school, I did not go to my clinicals or my lab. So that'll be a separate video, like my first day of clinical, first day of lab, blah, 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 you know? Instead of just like waiting for like next week to start and then upload this whole video, you know? And yeah, so let's see how today goes. Okay, so now it is 8 o'clock. I left the library and I finished watching all my lectures, and then I came home, recorded my school supply haul video, and I did like a quick makeup look with like no foundation, and it looks actually really good. But I don't want to get too close so y'all can see it actually doesn't look good. So now I'm about to edit this video, take a shower and eat, and then look at some notes. And then tomorrow I'm going to go more in detail with my notes for, I don't even know which class yet, honestly, but I'm going to go more in detail and like write everything out, then go to the next class. I don't even know what my schedule is. I'm still sitting here trying to contemplate what I want to do as my schedule and like what my routine is going to be and how I'm going to study. I don't even have a study plan. I don't know how I'm going to study for these classes, but I'm going to find out how, and then I will let y'all know probably in another video, like study with me, how I study, how I organize, because I don't know what I'm doing right now because it's just the first day out here, y'all. It's just my first day here. I just work here. Good morning. It is now Wednesday, and my plans for today are to go to the library and study for pathophysiology and go into the book because I'm still like a little iffy on some of the topics that we learned. And also for a health assessment, I wanted to go to the library to get a change of scenery, and because if I get tired, I can't fall asleep in front of strangers, so I'm forced to stay awake and do my work. And I did my lashes and my eyebrows today because yesterday I went to campus in my pajamas and people look so nice, and I'm sitting there in my bedroom slippers. So yeah, I'm about to go to the library and study. Okay, so now it is 7:30. I left the library around 6:30, came home, took care of my dog, and now I am back studying. I think I found out how I want to do my study routine now. I study with a friend, and we were there from like 12 o'clock to 6:30. So it was a very productive day, and I'm going to show you what I decided to do for studying. I'm not doing the 1 pages. Maybe if I have time, like before my exams, I'll do a 1 page for everything I need to know. But for now, I'm gonna show you what I'm about to do. Okay, so I uploaded all my PowerPoints into GoodNotes, and then I went through watching the lectures, and then I wrote my notes on it. Oh, let me go down. So those are little notes that I wrote, and then I took the original PowerPoint and created an outline. So I have the outline of the PowerPoint, and I included my notes that I wrote. So I'm going back through each slide one by one, and then like writing down the things that I wrote on the PowerPoint, and also including stuff from the text. So I'm going through the book as well, and this was very useful because the book explains things better than how the professor was explaining them. And then there's some things that I did not know about, so I included that in here. So I have like little red things are things to remember, and then I have the yellow highlight as like words to know, and then the blue is just like the list of things, and then I don't know where the other one is. Oh, here it is. So then the pink is signs and symptoms, and that's how I'm organizing it, and that's where I'm at with this right now. I'm doing pathophysiology right now, and now I'm on inflammation. Good morning. It is now Thursday. I'm almost done with the first week of school, and I am just looking at stuff for health assessment. I'm doing the same thing that I did for pathophysiology, and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing now. So here's the outline that I printed out, and then I'm just gonna go look at the book. And then here I have a study guide that my friend sent me. He is in his 3rd semester now. And then here is the PowerPoint with the notes that I wrote and things that I highlighted. I didn't have much to write for this, but I'm just comparing these two and seeing what I missed that he put in his study guide versus what I put when I took notes for the lecture. So it's now 2 o'clock, and I finished everything for my health assessment class. And I was feeling discouraged at first, like I'm behind, but I only have 2 more classes to go over my notes for, and it's only Thursday. It's the 3rd day of class. I watched all my lectures, and I only have 2 classes left to look at notes for, but obviously I'm going to go back and look at all of them all together. But I just wanted to go more in depth with my notes, and now I feel like I'm on track. I feel much better now. And so I'm about to go to the library with my friend, and I am going to look at, what do I have left? I think I have care provider and foundations left to look at. And then I'm just gonna go through all of them and just study them after I'm done with this. So today is Friday, which means that I made it to the last day of the first week of nursing school, and I feel very confident. I think that I managed my time correctly, and I had enough time to do what I needed to do. And today I only have to look at 1 class, and I have a few modules to do for the lab that goes with that class, which is foundations. I feel confident with my understanding of the material for this week, and I think right now my favorite class is probably patho, after like going back in the book and like reading it and understanding it. And I think that's my favorite class right now. So yesterday I finished my care provider notes, and then I had a WebEx meeting with the care provider class, and that was just basically like going over the syllabus, going over the calendar, and like asking any questions that we had about anything. And then today I'm just gonna look at foundations, and then the foundations lab, and then I'm probably gonna use the weekend to like just go over everything, make sure that I remember everything, as well as going through like Quizlet or something for like practice questions, because I like doing practice questions to make sure that I really do understand the material. So that is my plans for the weekend, and this is the last day of the first week of nursing school. So now it is Saturday, and my goal for today is to practice dosage calculations, because next Thursday I have a dosage quiz online, and I'm a little rough with them because last time I did conversions was for the HESI. If you hated conversions for the HESI, there's about to be a lot of dosage calculation quizzes and tests. And at my school, I believe if you get lower than a 90 on a dosage test, you have remediation and you only have one more chance to retake the test. And then if you don't pass it, then you have to drop the class, which pushes you back another semester. I'm trying to prepare for my first Dosage quiz, and I'm a little rough, but I downloaded Picmonic last night because I was on TikTok, and I buy a lot of stuff I see on TikTok. And so I use that to like look at HIV, lupus. I was looking at different like conversions, like, you know, temperature, liquids, solids. What else was I looking at last night? I was looking at like the nursing process. I was looking at everything just to have a visual for it and like have different mnemonics for it, because I love mnemonics. I use those for everything. I was doing inflammation the other night and I was trying to, what is that on my bag? But basically, y'all, I was doing inflammation, the 5 cardinal signs for inflammation the other night, and I did like let's do Christmas rituals together, like let's L, loss of function, do dolor, C, calor, R, rubor, together, tumor. I just come up with some random things and like I rearrange the letters until my mnemonics make sense. But basically that's why I came up with that. And then I did something else. I think I did the white blood cells. I already know them, but I wanted to group together the granulocytes. So for that I had like never ever bring me lice, and NEB are the granulocytes, never ever bring neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, never ever bring, you know, stuff like that. And it doesn't make any sense sometimes, but it's easy to remember, kind of. But if you want to know like all the mnemonics that I come up with and stuff, just let me know and I will make a video full of just random mnemonics. But that's very helpful to me. And then Picmonic is like visuals and mnemonics. Like they had like a history man falling off a mast. Histamine comes out of the mast cells. I don't know. I don't even remember how it was, but like I can just picture it. And it was easy for me to remember like that. And I was just like thinking of it last night, like dang. And then for like, it was, let me think of something else. I'm trying to think of like another mnemonic that like just stuck with me. So there was one that was 5 milliliters, and it was like a millionaire liter of Coke. So 5 milliliters, and he's like holding up like a 5, and then it's equal to 1 teaspoon. And it's like a teaspoon, like a tea kettle thing. It was just so easy to remember. I can like picture it, and I can picture like where every different conversion was, and like the mnemonic too was that conversion. And that was very helpful, y'all. I'm like so excited about that. Thanks TikTok. Yeah, now I'm going to go probably to the library or to, I don't even know which campus I'm going to yet, but I'm about to practice my dosage calculations. I have the Calculate with Confidence book. It's on my iPad. It's a free download if you use the link in my school supply video. And I'm going to practice that and make sure that I have a down pack for this quiz because I need to get some good grades. I'm not gonna have it any other way. Good grades all year, all these 2 years, all semester, good grades. So I will see y'all wherever I go. So it's 7 o'clock now and I'm home. I'm cooking some spaghetti for dinner and I practiced my dosage calculations and I feel pretty confident on it. I used Picmonic, so like I remember all the measurements for everything because of Picmonic, thank you. And then I remembered a few things from chemistry, so that helped me out as well. And I feel confident. So I'm about to eat dinner and then I'm going to look over patho stuff because I do have a patho quiz on Friday. And then I have my dosage quiz on Thursday. So I'm gonna look over patho and make sure that I fully understand it for this quiz. I'm preparing early. Then if I have time tonight, I'm going to look over everything else, make sure I can refresh before learning new material on Monday. And I might start on Sunday just to make sure that I have all my lectures done on Monday. I'm still deciding. But thank you for watching my first week of online nursing school. My lab is next Monday, and then my clinical is in 2 weeks, so I won't have that video out until 2 weeks. I think my first week was pretty successful. I had a set schedule. Well, I tried to have a set schedule, and I was, I guess, on track with it maybe. But next week, hopefully, I have it down packed, and like I know what I want to do now. I know how I want to study and how I want to set everything up and schedule everything. So hopefully next week is more successful for me. And yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let's get this degree.